Back here at Market Square Arena, ready for the semifinal match. Ricky Ward ready to take on Richard Wolfe, bowling maybe the biggest game of his career right now. What do you think, Mike?
Well, I've always thought Richie should have won a long time ago with his game, and for some unknown reason he hasn't been able to, but here's a good opportunity for him here.
Has to be a little bit intimidated, though, the way Ricky Ward's been going along.
Ricky's throwing his pins around pretty good, Mike.
You know what might have been a key match for Richard Wolfe was last night when he lost the position round game to Jason Couch, which could have made him the tournament leader. And obviously it's a lot easier to win one game, as you know, than it is to win two or more.
Yeah, I think so too. You know, you can be nervous for one game and still come out with a few breaks and win that title. If you got to win two, it's a different story.
Especially against someone that's hot, as Mike mentioned, like Ricky Ward is right now.
Is this time thing going to work against him on this opening shot? He was playing with some tape there and everything.
He doesn't look like he's comfortable. Something's bothering him. He keeps looking around and he's talking to somebody, and maybe
it's like he's putting it off.
Like someone has bothered him on the right there, maybe a cameraman or something. But oh, there's a little different angle. First time we've seen anybody in that deep, Mike.
Yeah, he tried to play the lanes that, well, not tried. He did a very good job of doing that this week, getting in a little bit softer and open the lane up.
He's talking to Johnny Campos about something. He's into it, whatever it is.
They're having a running conversation there.
Oh, he wanted to know if he was fine and how much it cost him.
He lost $100 there for being late with that first shot. Is that what it was?
Well, easy come, easy go, huh? Oh my! How did that 7-pin stand? That was flush.
Boy, right around the neck. He got to hold that one pretty good. I guarantee you won't get another fine because the next one's 1,000.
I don't know. He's playing with that tape again now.
Well, you can do that between shots. If you're putting tape, you're allowed to do that. You can put tape in the ball. You just can't just stand there and waste time. And you can make your normal, take your normal amount of time.
Next fine's 1,000. Ooh.
Got some youngsters up in the stands,
yeah,
screaming like it's a basketball game.
Yes.
And there's Frank Wolfe, proud father, sitting next to David Ozio, looking on here. Richie back there still playing with that tape. Ricky Ward again has gotten off to a fast start every game. Trying one more time here on lane 4. A little harder, Earl.
Well, possibly. I don't know. Ricky is, it looks like he's trying to adjust as the lanes change, and the lanes will go through a transition. And this is kind of a unique experience for the 5 left-handers, Mike, because not often will you have 5 guys that are on the left side of the lane playing on this one pair of lanes. They're going to go through what the right-handers go through every week.
Yeah, and especially in the arena setting, there's a lot more pressure than normal, so I think they're going through a lot of changes out there.
Well, let me ask you a question here. Are these lanes going to get tighter as these guys go along, or start hooking more?
I think if anything, they'll hook a little earlier, and once they get in deeper, then they may not get the same return on the back end to get it back once they move in.
So maybe Richard Wolfe is ahead of the game here, thinking pretty well. Well, we can see here the last time, 1993, Showboat Invitational was all left-handed. Should mention that in that time span, there's been like 20 tournaments that have been all right-handed. So,
thanks, Mike.
Boy, I'll tell you what, that's an impressive looking. How's he hooking it that much?
He looks pretty loose out there. That's the only way you can do that is have a real loose arm swing and a nice finish at the point of release and get that good strong roll.
Watch his wrist, Mike, at the bottom. Comment on his wrist. Watch how he rotates his wrist around the ball. This is what creates the rotation you're talking about. But at the bottom of the swing, his wrist is really in a strong position and coming up and around the side of the ball. What a great angle that is.
It's right around it.
Oh. Back to back on that lane.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Hard to throw it any better than that.
He looks really good, I think.
There's another look at it as the ball's going down the lane. We're going to take a look at that wrist position. Watch the arm swing. Good free swing, good steady head, great balance and great position here. But look at the wrist. Comes around the ball, rotates up the side. That's where he gets that real strong finish on the back end. Kind of looks like Mike Albee out there.
Well, I'll tell you what, how can you throw it any better than that and not strike?
I think the shot John Mazda threw, if you remember that shot where he got it way out there and it came back, I think that sent a good message to Richard that he's able to do that and get away with it.
Didn't look like John had enough speed, though, did it?
No.
Ricky Ward,
John
again,
was a little soft with it.
Trying for a double here in the, what are we in, the 4th frame? Yeah, losing count here, guys. Right there.
I wonder if Buck Trevino needs a caddy. What do you think? You know, it's kind of interesting. What they have now on the bowling tour that they didn't have when we bowled, Mike, is caddies.
Yeah, I
Comes in
noticed
very
that.
handy. I'll tell you what, you know, us older guys here at 35.
Well, especially in an
35.
80-lane center like Woodland, going
Exactly.
from 80 down to 1. Yeah.
And, you know, nowadays, too, you know, you're carrying, you know, anywhere from 4 to 6 bowling balls. I'll tell you what, you need help.
Well, you get hold of 6 bowling balls. You got 100 pounds of equipment there, not counting the bags themselves and that kind of stuff. It kind of wear out one of those kids carrying them around too, doesn't it?
You have to pay them pretty heavily at the end of the week. It's a good experience, though, because I let them ask me any questions they want to ask me as we're going along, so it gives them a good chance to get the feel of what happens on the Pro Bowlers Tour.
Oh, great.
Ricky Ward covering that spare a little bit on the right there. Didn't hit both pins, but he got it.
Look how loose that release is. That's amazing. I mean, he is really in good position at the bottom.
I like the way he mentally
carry,
handles. I like the way mentally he's holding himself. He's not really running him out, but you can tell he's into it enough that he's got that happy medium there as far as intensity goes, and not too over loose to where you don't make good crisp shots.
Well, he's made great shots, but he's just been stabbed so far in the second and fourth frame with 10 pins. Strike here, and he can take the lead. He keeps looking over to the right.
He's looking at the time clock. That's what he's looking at.
Oh, is that what he's looking at?
Worried about what Mike said. That is the next $1,000. He's got to get the ball off, get started in the approach before the clock goes off. 25-second clock.
To take the lead. Will it carry? Oh, yes.
Could have had them all, really.
Oh, easily could have had them all. Nice looking young man, you know. Richard Wolfe. 6th frame. He takes the lead by 2 pins with a powerful strike. Calm reaction right there. We'll see if he stays that way after this. Another view of Market Square Arena. You get here often, Mike?
Yeah, I enjoy coming watching the Pacers play, you know, that nemesis of the Cavaliers that you know about. And
Had to rub it in. Huh? Okay, all right.
well, we got one year we can get you.
All right,
Well, now that Mark Price is gone, we're in big trouble, I'll tell you. Ricky Ward. Boy,
more
that's
ball
3
speed there.
times.
A little
3
more ball
times.
speed. That was pretty obvious that time. You can see he was actually even off balance at the foul line because he tried to get that extra little oomph there.
Changes balls again. Made this on the right the last time. That was on lane 3.
But he's laying it down in the hooking area, and that's why the ball immediately grips the lane and then hits the oil and stops. Ooh, kind of interesting way to play it. Why wouldn't he play that down the right-hand side where we know there's a lot of oil and just throw it straight at
Fade
it?
back. Yeah, that I agree. He's getting a lot of turn going it that way. It's going to create more finish on the back end. He's going to leave that 5-pin one of these times.
You can bet on it. He's going to chop that